Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today we will be doing a love and relationship reading for you. Remember that this is a general reading. It is not personal. Take what's for you, leave the rest, but stick around long enough to know the difference. Also, it is timeless. Take the energy from when you see the read to a few weeks out. We're going to start off with a Priestess of Light, and we will pull a Dark Mirror Oracle as well, seeing the lighter or darker side of what may be going on for you. Hopefully, those more light than dark. But let's get right into it. Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio, here? Fairly quickly. Deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. You know, I wonder, I don't think I've pulled this card very often. And for it to come up here. Unknown feelings, past life influences. Something that may have happened in a past life. The reason you're very emotional about something may be because this has happened before. It could be a love coming in here. It could be a loss that causes you great emotion, a loss of a relationship. I feel like it's like karmic, like it keeps happening again and again over lifetimes. Just so you're aware, that's why you get extra emotional about certain things, okay? That's what this feels like. Unknown feelings. You don't know why it's happening. You don't know why you're overly emotional at this time. And it could be a time when you lost a loved one in a past life, about that far through, that age, everything. I feel like, you'll never know, right? You will never know. But I feel like that is the case for some of you, and that's why you feel so emotional at this time. I also feel like realizing that you're in love with someone, and it causes you to be very touchy or emotional about it could be a breakup. Maybe you realize after the breakup that you really did love this person, and now you're dealing with missing them and that, not realizing. Could also mean it also feels like finding out you're in love with someone and having that first kiss as well here. It kind of feels that way as well, where you just didn't know you had feelings for each other, and suddenly in the middle of something, the first kiss happens, okay? Beautiful. Okay. Let's see. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? What will they possibly be dealing with? I feel like for somebody, this is the first time you've really been in love. You thought you were before, but this feels different, and this is where this deep emotions comes in. Not really knowing what love was, maybe going through relationships, thinking you love people, but now this is different. This time it's different. It becomes something different. Doesn't matter if you've been with that person for a while. I feel like you really feel the connection with them at this time. Love it. Is this me? I feel like someone who has been promiscuous or who went through relationships just brushing the surface suddenly falls in love, or suddenly really deeply connects with someone, and you're like, wow, what is this? I didn't know I could feel like this, right? That's what that feels like to me. I'm not even going to get into, I will read the book from this one. But this feels like beginning to know yourself more, or beginning to see some things about yourself that you're like, wow, I'm changing into someone else, right? Or something deeper is happening here. Profound feelings you may not be facing Profound feelings you might not be facing are often still strong enough to direct your destiny, whether you want them to or not. Longing, attachment, and fear could send you in entirely different directions than you desire. Such influences may stem from past lives, but whatever the origin, you need not be stuck with them forever. Look honestly at the patterns of your life to identify the undercurrents of emotion that are misdirecting you. Affirm that you can release toxic emotions and let go of longing and need. Call upon your own eternal spirit to help you navigate these depths of feeling and influence. The power of your soul transcends all limits of time, space, and energetic currents. When you feel the depth of peace it brings, you will be able to take conscious advantage of each moment and achieve joy in all the currents of your present experience. The present is a drop of life that cannot be separated from the vast ocean that is your eternal truth. So choose to infuse it with power and peace. Accepting some things and coming to at you know to I don't want to say to odds, coming to a peace, finding peace in a situation that may bring you emotional distress at one point. All right, let's get into the body of your read, Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know at this time? What do they need to be aware of? We have the Star flipped over as I was shuffling. The Star. I feel like a dream coming true for somebody. I feel like giving a lot of efforts. Look here on this picture, and I say this often enough, but it really feels like that here. Wasting. You've wasted a lot of time on other relationships, thinking that was what love was. You have a new reservoir here to pull from. A pool of love here. There's something you've never felt before. I feel like I'm looking at how she's stepping on top of this water, and I feel like this person brings you, and she's naked. So it feels like this person brings you to a place where it's raw. It's raw love in its true form, and it's like being born again, right? It's like coming back to the basics, coming to the bare essentials of yourself. This person will have you seeing things about yourself you never knew were there. Okay. Wow. I feel like there's a little bit of a struggle with it. I do. I feel like you may struggle with what is going on and the emotions that it brings up to be around this person. You have 3 of Cups in the reverse. You have the 7 of Cups, and you have the Fool in the reverse as well. Okay, I'm going to take a look at this. This is like a solid energy here. If someone, I want to say if someone, this card can remind me of third-party situations. If someone is worried about that, and this could be this deep emotion about something, it's in the reverse. I feel like that either this is something you went through in the past, or I feel like you were afraid this is what your person was doing, but it's in the reverse because it's a no. They're not. That's not the what's going on. Okay, just so you're aware. On a separate note here, because this is about choices too. Making a choice, being able to see clearly to make the necessary choice. Okay, I do feel like your person is not doing what you think they're doing. And then you have the Fool in the reverse. The Fool is like going on about some things that, you know, stepping on ground you're not sure of, going and taking risks. I do feel like it's in the reverse because it's not a risk to be with this person. If we're talking of someone that you did not know you had feelings for, that it suddenly comes about, I feel like this is going to be that person that's going to be like life-changing. Or it is the person that's like life-changing. I feel like there may be a chance, I was like, that promiscuity I was thinking about. I don't know if I said that right. It came out right, but promiscuity. I feel like this is you not being, they're going to change that about you. You finding that you don't want to talk to anyone else, okay? And this is a major change, a major I feel like this is someone you devote some things to, okay? Making the choice to be that person that maybe you've never been for anyone else and letting someone in, huh? Okay? And then you, with this Fool that is on top of these cards and this energy here, it feels like finally going down a path where you don't feel like you're risking it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Finally finding something that feels good and you want to keep it familiar. Where in the upright, this card talks of, like I say, risks and risk taking and things like that. I feel like it no longer, this person makes you feel like you can be confident that they will always be around. Wow, love it. Finding that one true love, not ever knowing what love really was before. You have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. There's a no if somebody asked something at the time. I do feel like this is about in the past. In the past, you thinking that it was people from the past, relationships you had in the past were going to be when they first started or whatever, or some part of the way through it, feeling like they were, you know, love coming in here, like they were able to, it feels like the cup is overflowing here. I feel like saying, it may sound cheesy line, but I feel like they didn't fill your cup. You know what I'm saying? They didn't there was you couldn't fully commit to them. I feel like that is why this is in the reverse. I feel like situations arose, but in relationships happened throughout the years, but it feels like they didn't fill a void like this person's going to, or this person is at this time. Okay, that's what I want to get at. I do a lot of talking sometimes to get to one point. Sorry about that. We have the Three of Wands. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is you guys finally seeing your future ahead of you, finally beginning to grasp what love is about, and that you someone that is going to be there for the forever, right? And you have the Four of Coins in the reverse. The Four of Coins can be about house, home. It can be about finances and holding on to some things and holding shit down, right? It can also be about holding on to your ideals of what love was, or you know, the way you were, maybe. I feel like this is you letting go. You letting go of past hurts, past. This person is like crazy good for you, okay? That's what it feels like. Okay, is there anything else here for Scorpio before I move on? Anything else? No. We are going to pull some cards for clarity here for you, Scorpio. Let's see. What else does Scorpio need to know? Flipped right on over. What do we got here? We have the King of Wands in the reverse. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay, this energy is all together. I'm going to move this, though. I feel like this is a pattern here. I feel like there's a possibility that this is about, with the King of Wands in the reverse, I feel like you didn't in the past, with these are all in the reverse, so I feel like you kind of, in the past, you didn't think much about what love was. You didn't think much about being emotionally attached to someone. You didn't really delve into yourself deep like that. With this, you know, because the wands are about growth. It's about talking about being someone maybe who didn't really worry about what was going to happen in the future with someone. You may have flitted through relationships that, and I'm gonna put this right here because it feels like the kind of the same energy where you didn't, other people just did not do it for you. That's what I want to say. And so you didn't want to furtherly find out what it could be like to release yourself to them. I do feel like with this Two of Wands in the reverse, you didn't think much about it. Past, future, you know what I mean? It was only the present at the time. You didn't think about what the future would be like with this person, or you didn't really, it feels like you didn't really put too much emotional attachment to it here. So there was no growth. There was no because they just didn't do it for you. And then you have the Four of Cups here in the reverse. And in the Four of Cups is about the possibility of overlooking things, right? Overlooking that because you didn't know. I feel like you just didn't know. You saw the negative side of what love was, you thought love was supposed to be, and it always turned out the same, right? So you didn't see this person when they came. I feel like they blindside you. And this is all reverse right here. I feel like this is all past tense. This is how you used to look at things. And you're able to now look back on that energy and be like, wow, I really didn't understand, right? And it clears some things up. I feel like this relationship comes in that is that changes everything, changes the way you feel about love, has you letting go of old ideas of love and seeing actually being able to see a future with this person. Deep emotions, being very connected to them, not knowing that you could love like that with this. Is this me? Is this really me? Do I really have, am I really in love this time, right? Wow. Okay. That's it for this deck. I will pull some cards from one more deck here. We're going to go with this deck. This is for anybody, even aside from this. If there's any questions you want to ask, you may think about them now. We have the Four of Coins here in the upright. I feel like someone may have asked about maybe someone they're interested in, or I feel like a friend as well here. I feel like asking where a friend is at, like in their head, like are they really somebody I can rely on? And I'm looking like that right here, this person, if you look close, they're holding these 4 coins in a box. And it looks like they're protecting. They're keeping it like it's fragile in a box, right? I feel like this is holding someone holding it down or holding you down. Someone not holding you down like holding you back, but holding you down, like being your support system, caring enough about, like, say the coins are your emotions, your trust, right? Your love, and treasuring it. You don't just, if when you love something, or it could be a material thing, right? You put it away. You put it in a box and you keep it that way. It stays that way for a long time because you take care of it. That's what this feels like. Someone taking care of your heart. Someone taking care of you. So if you have any questions about a friend or a lover or whatever, I feel like they have your best interest at heart, okay? All right, anything else here for Scorpio at this time? This tried to flip, so we'll keep it. Now, Ten of Swords. Pain. Having gone through something. I feel like someone at odds with the situation a little bit here. And that it connects to the deep emotions again. But I feel like you're feeling hurt about something. Something that has happened here. Feeling... I'm wondering if someone wants to know if they're, when I was thinking back at this Three of Cups, and I was like, you're wondering whether something is going on, and it's, I feel like it's saying it's not. You're feeling a lot of pain. I feel like when I felt like you wanted to ask about a lover or a friend, I think it's both. I think somebody here is worried that their best friend is and their boyfriend, girlfriend are doing something together. And I feel like telling you it's not. I feel like it's not really happening. I feel like you wanted them to get along. Think back, because you wanted them to... Here's the Three of Wands again. Seeing a better future coming in here. I hope this helps someone, because I feel like you've been at odds with, because they get along, what you feel almost, you're almost jealous of the relationship they're beginning to have here. But don't worry. I feel like you wanted this. You wanted, not the way you're feeling about it, or you didn't want them to get together. I don't think that's the case, though. I think that they're actually getting along now. Maybe they fought for your attention at one point, and you wanted them to be happy. You brought some intentions in here for everybody to get along, but now you're kind of feeling a little jealous because they're good together. But it's not what you think it is. Okay? They hold you dear, both of them, and I do feel like it'll turn out for the better. It'll turn out okay. You just have to get over this thinking that someone's doing something to you or against you. Wow. Okay. I'm going to end that right there. All right. And we're going to pull a Grace card. I hope this answered some questions for you guys. That's my actual goal in all of this, right? Is to give some guidance here. A little knowledge, some guidance. All right. Spirits. Wow. Right off the bat, we have love. Right off the bat. I'm going to put this right in the middle. There's a love involved with all of these situations here. Seriously. Anything else for Scorpio before I close the read, Spirit? Anything else? We have invoke. Ask for a blessing. There is an endless supply of divine support awaiting your request. Wow. I'm going to put this right here next to the love. Yeah, I feel like that things are becoming something amazing for you. I do feel like there's a lot of emotions tied to all of these situations. And I do feel like a lot of love, emotion, you're loved. You are loving, so you are being loved crazy differently than you've ever been. And I feel like love for you from both parties here. Not to worry. Get over this fear that they're messing around, because they're not. I do feel like cherishing some things. You know what I'm saying? Realizing that when you've asked for something good to come in here. If at some point you placed an intention, it might have been during a time of the full moon or around that time in the past. You just didn't know it. Maybe you didn't look at things like that at that time. You're looking at a tarot read right now. So this may have been there may have been a change since then, right? But you're not going to remember if it was a full moon when you wished for something, right? Okay, Scorpio, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Have a great week. I'll see you next video.